Hey there, how y'all doing? How's it going? And what the fuck are y'all doing? I am back on May I Take Your Coat, where we take the sugar coating off of everything, the rose tint from off the glasses, and the beat from around the motherfucking bushes, okay? This is episode whatever. I haven't really been keeping well, I have been keeping up, but I don't remember. You will see when I get done or now. But I hope y'all are having a great day. On this channel, it's basically I give intuitive messages, but I also just talk about any topic I want to talk about, like like how they do on podcasts and stuff like that. And also like I said in my I guess it's a bio or whatever, that if I get to the point where people want to ask advice on certain stuff, then I will speak about that, give my opinion on it, because I don't mind giving my opinion on anything ever. But yeah, I hope y'all are having a beautiful, great, chill, blessed, moisturized, hydrated day. Okay. I have my little cup right here that says good for the plot. Refreshing. Ta-ta, wah-wah, ooh la la la. It's the way that you know when you know it's real. This is true. But y'all, okay, let me get into it. I'm feeling really good today. The topic today is going to be about two separate things. One, what is dominance for real? Okay, because a lot of people, especially, look, I'm not trying to just target men on here, but let's just say people who are trying to how do I say this? People who are more in their masculine energy, and people who want to be seen as a more masculine energy, whatever, they come off a certain way when it comes to dominance. I also want to speak about people, I don't know, sitting up here defending certain things that just don't make sense to me. This is my opinion. If you have a different opinion, make you a channel, you speak on it. Don't direct shit to me though. I don't know you, I don't care. Also, now that I'm about to start speaking about dominance, I also want to get into what really is masculine and feminine energy. A lot of people just don't understand, and like what I feel like what is really being a man or a woman mean, but in the terms of like your spirit. So basically, when it comes to dominance, I don't know why, but a lot of, no lie, women do this as well. So I can't just say it's just like men or like masculine presenting women. It's feminine women that do it as well. A lot of people feel like dominance means being aggressive and rude and disrespectful and being loud and stuff like that. And that's not what dominance is at all. That's not what being assertive is. Like, real dominance, you don't have to do all that hooting and hollering. Like, they be, oh yeah, I'm a man. Who are you trying to convince? Like, no, like, who are you trying to convince? Like, nobody says you're not a man. Whoa, 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 whoa. I remember years ago, I was, me and the ex was into it, right? And I'm basically trying to ask this dude, I'm like, I don't understand why you can't just not disrespect me in public. Like, that's like behind closed doors either, but like in public, like you're causing me scene, it's embarrassing. Whoa. I don't know what this man heard. This man, I'm a man. I don't bow down to nobody. Who the fuck said that? Who are you talking to? I don't know if this nigga was having a side conversation with his delusions or what, but I was like, what's happening here? Because that's not even anything close to what I said. Nobody never said that you weren't a man, and nobody asked you to bow down to him. Like, I'm really scared right now. Like, who are you hearing? Like, what is going on? So it's just like, that just goes to show how, like, a lot of people, men and women, it does not matter, non-binary doesn't matter, think that being dominant and being a man, or being a masculine presenting woman, or being more your masculine energy, if you are non-binary or something like that, they take being dominant as even these dom films and stuff like that take being dominant as being like, you gotta be overly freaking aggressive. You don't have to do all that. You don't. That's just like, a real dominance is just like when people have real power. You don't have to do too much. You don't have to say too much. When you walk in, your energy speaks for you. If people be like, say if, like when you were a child and like your parent, they wouldn't have to say anything. Sometimes if you was doing something bad, they would look at you. They'll give you that look and you knew to straighten up. Or like they'll be like, okay, go sit down. You want to sit down? They'll be like, go sit down. They ain't holler, but they put that little bit of bass in their voice. You knew. Or like, say you said something, look around and say, what did you say? It's just like, it's like an energy. You don't have to do too much. You know to calm down. You know to like chill out. You feel me? That's what real dominance is, and like just being assertive and like taking charge and taking the initiative and stuff like that. Because I know I went into like a restaurant one day, and this little palm colored girl, she was around her little male co-workers. I guess she was feeling herself. Little girl, do not play with me. Don't play with me. But you get your feelings hurt in front of these little boys. I'm gonna hurt their feelings too, just for being around. Cause everybody gonna don't play with me. So, you know how you go to these restaurants, for some reason the shake machine always down. First of all, I used to work at McDonald's when I was 18. They don't shut their machine down till the restaurant closes, so you're lying. They shut it down early in the day because it takes a long time. Like, it takes like a long time to clean or something like that. You gotta like whatever. And if you shut it down, like, when the restaurant closed, you gotta stay a little bit longer. They shut it down early, so therefore their shake machine be working. Y'all be lying. I don't care. Y'all look, I don't like to sit up there and argue with you. I don't like to sit up there and argue with people. I'm not one of them. Because I was like, no, it actually is working. I used to work at Woo. But I went up in there and I was like, oh, I asked the dude, I'm like, oh, is the shake machine working? He asked the girl, he was like, oh, is the shake machine working? She's like, I mean, what kind of shake is she trying to be or whatever? I said, is the shake machine working, is what I asked. I didn't yell, I didn't raise my voice. I did that little, when I do that little finger, when I grabbed it, when I pinched the air, you better calm down. Cause look, cause I'm like, I don't have to hoot and holler with people. Their energy switches up real quick. I didn't ask that. I said, is the shake machine working? Therefore, I will know if it is or not. Why would I give you a certain flavor I don't even know when or whatever? But I didn't say that. I said, is the shake machine working? That girl, real quick, oh yes, it's working. Calm your ass down, girl. You don't have to do all that. If them little boys gonna flirt with you or they not, you gonna embarrass yourself. You need to be cool, calm, and collected. I can't stand when somebody do too much. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't have to hoot and holler and whatever. And I do this with a lot of people. I'm not gonna do all that hooting and hollering and yelling with you. But you will know. Don't get slick at the mouth and don't get disrespectful. Because another time I was in the store just the other day. I was in the truck stop and I walked up, to the little area where they got like the little cold stuff and stuff like that. And it was two co-workers like a little manager and an employee, they flirting. I walked up on some, I was a little scared because the energy was real freaky in that area. Then he moved to the side, so I'm in between, and I'm kind of like scared right now. The energy real thick and feral. I don't know what y'all, I know y'all, y'all gotta calm that down. As somebody who feels energy, I was really so scared. I'm like, it's like I'm in the lion's den right now. They need to calm that shit down, right? So I get my stuff, and I go and end up checking out, and the girl that was right there, she was the one finna check me out. I got my stuff in my hand, I'm putting it down. As it's in my hand, this girl got the scanner. This bitch playing bloody knuckles with my motherfucking hand. I'm like, I said, yeah, you ain't give me, I said, I didn't even, yeah, I said, damn, you not even give me a chance to put it down. Oh, I'm so sorry. Cause like, my thing is, that's like being assertive and asserting dominance. You don't have to, whoa. Oh, B, you don't gotta cuss and be extra disrespectful. You just gotta speak up. But you gotta, it gotta be that energy. I feel like being dominant and being dominant and being assertive also comes with like confidence as well, and you know, surety of self. Just knowing, speak up, and knowing that you don't have to do the most to get your point across and be heard. But like, girl, why are you playing bloody knuckles with me with this scanner in my hand? Like, what are you doing? She was too busy trying to look at the man over there. They see them making eyes at each other. Bro, man, I don't give a fuck what y'all do, bro. First of all, I feel like I'm already too included in what y'all got going on, because I already know what the fuck. Like, y'all, sometimes being an intuitive and an empath and just feeling people's energy, it be weird sometimes, because I'm like, like, y'all gotta calm down, okay? You not even working right. You over here playing bloody knuckles with me, and you supposed to be checking out my shit. Cause I didn't even put my stuff down on the counter yet. Girl sitting up here, I'm talking about clocking my shit. Oh, is you cool? Mind you, shit, I'm hitting my shit multiple times. I ain't even fucking realize I could have went off. Like, could have went completely the fuck off. And if I felt like a certain dominance and being dominance and stuff like that was to be loud and disrespectful and crazy, I would have did it. But no. It's really an energy for real. Because like I said, real dominance and real power, you don't have to speak. Like, you don't have to do too much. I think it was 21 Savage said it in a song. He was like, ain't gotta talk loud, but you hear me though. You feel me? Like, with certain people, like, you don't gotta do all that hooting and hollering. You know what I'm saying. Oh, I don't gotta do all this back and forth with you. You know what it is. I don't gotta sit up here, like, I don't gotta do too much. You know what it's gonna be if you play. Like, that's how it is. Like, that's what real dominance is. Like, oh, I don't gotta talk loud. You heard me though. I don't gotta sit up here and be like, oh, like with that girl, I'm like, I asked was the shake machine on. That energy switched up quick, cause I'm not playing with you. Locked in quick, because don't be sitting up here being shady and disrespectful. Then you already white. I'm thinking you got some type of what you doing. Don't even play with me. You already got too many strikes against you when it comes, because you doing too much. Cause like being rude and shady and stuff unprovoked, that is like so weird to me. Like, I don't care what age you are, what race, none of that. Like, that's weird. Don't try to show out in front of these little boys. You know I can't stand no. You already lost in the sauce, honey. You lost in the sauce already. Trying to be shady towards another woman unprovoked in front of, like, come on, bro. Come on. That's just weird. But it just goes to show I didn't have to talk loud. She heard exactly what I said, and she straightened herself the fuck up. Cause, like, chill out. That's what I'm not finna do all that hooting and hollering with you. But one thing about it, you gonna hear what the fuck I said. A great example is I went out to eat one time, and why they just did it? Anyways, I went out to eat one time, and this server, I guess it was her first night there or whatever, and she was serving all of us, you know, the people I was with. Everybody got their food and their drinks. She brought me the wrong plate 4 to 5 times. Mind you, I'm cool. I'm drinking, I'm a little tipsy. I'm chilling. Like, I ain't really tripping behind it for real, because I understand what is being a server. She seemed like her nerves were bad. I'm like, I'm being cool, calm, collected, right? She came back and told me, for, I guess after she brought the plate, like the wrong plate the 4th time, like, oh, well, my manager said they'll give you a discount. Whoa. So I kept it in the back of my mind. So when she brought the wrong plate again, I'm like, ha. I said, where that manager at, girl? I have to get a discount. I'm just playing. I wasn't even for real. Girl started, oh, you, Jay, you do too much. She started talking to my aunt like, oh, I like you now because she do too much. I said, who do too much? Girl started getting crazy. I'm like, huh? It was out of nowhere. She's like, you do too much. Why not? Because you doing the most. I thought, I'm like, okay. I let her slide with it. Right when she walked from the table, my aunt, I was cool at the time, she was like, you heard what she said. She X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to tip her. Saying a whole bunch of stuff behind her back. But when the girl came to the table, she was smiling in front in her face. So I start addressing the girl. I'm like, okay. I was like, what you mean, like, by I'm doing too much? I'm like, you done brought me the plate. So as I'm trying to talk to her, my auntie don't listen to her. She just talk with, man, I don't need you to talk for me. Well, I'm a grown ass woman, bruh. And I know how to communicate with people. Even when I'm disrespected, that's another thing about just knowing your power, your strength, and, like, you know, real dominance and assertiveness and stuff like that. Because even in the face of, like, disrespect, you don't have to match that same energy. I could have started being loud and belligerent. I could have started, oh yeah, I'll beat your A, I'll call your manager, I'll get you fired, X, Y, and Z. I'm not finna do it, because my aunt was talking about some, oh, call corporate, and I don't mess with people's jobs, bro. I don't care. If you ain't did, like, putting nothing in nobody's food, nothing like that, or, you know, straight up being racist and stuff, or sexually harassing somebody, I'm not messing with your job. If it's something, like, I don't care about it, it ain't that serious to me, unless you done did one of those 3 things, then you got to, oh, I ain't playing with you, because it ain't safe for you to be working around people. But and working with their food and stuff and whatever else. So come to find out, the girl lied. The girl lied about like the manager saying it. I didn't know. I'm just joking. I wasn't for real. So I'm wondering why she got mad like that. The girl lied. My thing is, I had to tell. I'm like, okay. I said, what you mean by I'm doing too much? I said, honestly, I didn't do enough, because you sit up here, you being disrespectful. You done brought me the wrong plate multiple times. You sitting up here getting slick at the mouth and everything else. And I was like, and then you lied. And I was like, you don't need to be lying to nobody. I said, next time you need to watch what you saying to people, because you sitting up here lying stuff like that. Everybody not like me. You gonna end up getting some customers, especially in the town you at. You gonna end up getting some customers who not gonna play with you. They gonna get on your case immediately, and you know, whatever. And it's not gonna go the same way it's going right now. And I was like, and I'm not doing too much. Don't ever in your lifetime, I'm doing too much. I haven't done enough at all, to be honest. And then I'm like, and then I could sit up here and be like, oh, I ain't gonna tip you X, Y, and Z, but I'm not even like that. So I still tipped her, and she was like, nah, I can't take it, no. I'm like, nah, you cool. That's just know, next time, and depending on who you talking to, it's not gonna go the same way with me. And I'm not like that. I'm not gonna sit up here and not tip you. I'm gonna still tip you, even though you were disrespectful and you brought me the wrong plate multiple times. I can see that it's your first, like, your nerves bad, and you whatever else. And I'm sit up here, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm also still let you know, you're not gonna play with me like that. I told her, I said, don't ever play with me like that again. Like, what are you talking about? Because it can go a whole different way. And she started being respectful, and she was like, okay, she was listening, and then she didn't even want to take the tip, but I made her take the tip. I'm like, girl, just take the tip. Stop, please. You feel me? And so that goes to show you don't have to do too much. You don't gotta match that crazy old energy. I could have been like, whenever she said, oh, you doing too much, I could have been like, oh, who doing too much? Oh, I beat y'all. Oh, she brought me the wrong plate multiple times. Like, oh, you don't have to do too much. You don't. Because like I said, I don't have, like 21 Savage said, I don't gotta talk loud, but you hear me though. It don't matter. Like, when that energy, it's the energy and that confidence and that whatever you give off, people gonna feel that, like saying, like, real, I don't gotta talk all out. You understand what I'm saying? Do not play with me. For real. Or it can go a whole different way. Because she thought my aunt was the nicest one. It was not, she cool, she nice, whatever. You lied to me. And then got mad at me because I was playing. I didn't know you lied. Like, what the hell? Mind you, I didn't even get the discount because I wasn't for real about that. So we was all joking and having fun. Like, when we first walked in, we spoke. I was, oh, hey, how you doing? What the She was like, y'all the first ones to speak to me tonight. Like, actually ask how I'm doing, whatever. That's what I do. You feel me? So to come at me talking about I'm doing too much and my auntie the cool and I'm not cool because you lied about something I didn't know you lied about, and then was the one talking behind her back. So I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna talk behind you, but I'm gonna tell you straight to your face, because you really getting beside yourself, instead of talking to me crazy. And the first time she said it, I could have went the fuck out, because when I was younger, I used to do that. Like, when you said something to me one time, slick, indirectly or directly, I was on your case quick. But I'm like, I don't gotta do all that, bro, because you gonna know at the end of the day, you gonna know not to play with me, and you gonna know that I don't even, honestly, that's my character so much so, to the point I didn't even realize what I did until my cousin afterwards. He kept saying, dang, that was some real ass shit right there. Like, I'm like, what? I'm confused by what he was talking about. And once I started to realize he was talking about how I handled the situation, shit, by the time, before I could even say, oh, thank you, I didn't even realize X, Y, and Z. My aunt was mad, starting an argument because of how I handled it. Because I handled it well, and I handled it differently from what she would have. She was trying to teach me a lesson. I'm like, why the fuck would I handle it by talking behind a bitch back and calling corporate on her and acting friendly in her face? I don't do all that pretending. If I don't fuck with, man, I'm not doing all that pretending either. You feel me? So it just goes to show, like, it also goes to show, man, do what you do. You a grown motherfucker, or even if you a teenager, you know your character, you know how you handle stuff. Don't try to make nobody don't try to let nobody make you handle situations in a different way, and don't let nobody make you feel bad for how you handle it. You have to be very aware, because my aunt was trying to say that I handled the situation wrong. When I was talking to the girl and addressing her directly, she kept interrupting me, trying to speak for me, trying to tell the girl, don't listen to me, X, Y, and Z. And that was some weird ass shit, because first of all, I'm a grown ass woman, and ever since I was a little girl, I always knew how to communicate with anybody if I really wanted to. People don't know how I've handled situations with people. Even people I got into it with, if they came to me and they tried to talk to me without addressing the situation, I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna address it immediately. Like, what are you talking about? And then we'll hash that shit out. Like, it's just, that's how I am, though. I don't mind being confrontational at all, and I don't have a problem with talking with people. I know how to articulate myself and communicate in a healthy way if need be. And if I'm being if I'm acting beside myself, I'm not speaking correctly, and I'm being crazy disrespectful, that's very intentional. Because no matter how mad I am, I'm very quick on my feet with my words and whatever. Like, if I fuck with somebody, people like, they get mad and like they start, oh, I get mad, so anybody I get mad, I start getting real evil at the mouth and hit below the belt. Nah, I don't do none of that. Even with people I don't fuck with, I don't be hitting below the belt. It's been plenty of times, like, okay, I had a dude who wanted to fuck with me one time, and it was actually one of the freaking gang stalkers, honestly, because he knew stuff about me before he met me that he shouldn't have, and I was pinpointing it right before he was doing it. I was like, dang, it's really crazy. So and I ended up catching him up with a big old lie. He ain't want to talk to me no more after that. Oh, that man, I know that man was sick. Like, how did she know that? Like, she caught me up too bad. I did. But he came in, right? And he felt because I had cut off my family and my friends. I had my own apartment. I was working. I was by myself. Like, I was taking care of my business by myself. I guess he felt like I was vulnerable and something like that. No, baby, I'm not. I cut everybody off. I did that on my own. I wanted to do that. I've always been cool being by myself. Like, there's nothing. Okay, I'm never alone in the spirit. So he came around. I was messing with him and stuff like this and that. All of a sudden, he started switching up. He started like getting a little disrespectful, right? Mind you, it's been plenty of people who have been disrespectful as fuck to me, and I just be chilling. Like, I don't, like, it's been plenty of people who have said something crazy to me, because he was like saying something very crazy, like very personal, like being hella disrespectful. Like, I'm talking about doing another. I mean, it was on the phone one time, and he called my phone. I was at home chilling. He called my phone and then wanted me to be quiet while he was on the phone. Like, I was talking. I was like, oh, you was tired or something like that. And then he was like, dang, you can't just be quiet. I don't understand. You on the phone, you just talking like you don't know how to be quiet for a few seconds. Y'all, I was just like, I just laughed to myself. Mind you, I don't react to everything immediately because it's funny to me, because a lot of people try to come in and assert. I know when somebody's insecure, and some people always try to come in and assert this type of dominance over me. They want to control me. I don't know what it is about people trying to out dominate me. Mind you, as you can see me now, I really just be chilling. Like, I'm very feminine and soft and stuff like that, and I'm very goofy. And people think I'm ditzy because I'm so like goofy and whimsical and witty and stuff like that. So they think I'm ditzy. They think I'm slow. People have always tried to play with my intelligence. They think I'm slow, I'm retarded, whatever. But I just let a lot of people think that anyway. I mean, you gonna think what you think. I'm not here to sit up here and try to convince you any other way. Like, you gonna see, you see when you see. And honestly, you wouldn't be trying so hard to put that on me and put it in my head and mess with my confidence, anything like that, if you didn't see that I am the powerhouse that I am. And you have to think about when people do that as well. Like, a lot of people, anyway, I was getting sidetracked. He came in like just being, when he did all that, I was just quiet. I was just thinking to myself, because I already knew what it was, because a lot of people do that. Every single person has done it. Friends, family. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what is this aggressiveness? Like, what is, like, what point is people, like, are people trying to prove? Like, what is that? Like, that doesn't make you a man or a woman, like being all aggressive and dominant and stuff like that. Because a lot of men think they gotta be aggressive, stuff like that. I feel like men should be soft too. Like, it's really an energy. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm really just rambling right now, y'all, but this one got a little sweetness to it. But yeah, that's what I was thinking when he was throwing his little temper tantrum. I'm like, oh, this got a little sweetness to it. Okay. Okay, I'm done. My intuition was picking up on that though, that he was DL, but he started trying to come for like personal aspects about like my body and stuff like that, and I was just like, I could easily like say something about him. It's been a few people have done that, and I'm like, I could easily come back at you and hit below the belt, and I could say something about you, and it's going to fuck with your confidence, because your confidence is already wavering. It's already fluctuating because of how you're acting and what you're doing and how you're trying to belittle me, like, and stuff like that. You can't fuck with my confidence, baby. The only person that can fuck with my confidence is me, and I don't do that. I don't fuck with my confidence. It don't matter. Like, look, I don't believe nothing. No bullshit. I don't like no type of negativity. So come to me like, oh, whatever. Like, say I'm plus size now. So even if I be like, ooh, I feel fat today. Oh my gosh, my stomach looks so big. Okay, that don't mean I'm insecure about it. Cause baby, I still be having this stomach out jiggling and all, honey. Very voluptuous, sexy. I don't care. This stomach be out jiggling, whatever. And if somebody else be like, oh, you fat. I mean, I don't get mad about that. I mean, okay, okay. That's how you feel. So I remember one girl, she was being homophobic online, and you know how people like share their opinion online, and she was like, you would know, fatty. I just retweeted it because I'm like, okay, and I changed my name to Fatty Patty because I'm like, okay, that's really cute, because that's really eating the girls up right now. Fatty Patty, like Miss Fatty Patty, like what? Patties do be fatty, cause my pocket's fat, bitch. I mean, I'm getting to the, yeah, what they mean, Miss Fatty Patty. So I wasn't bothered at all. I don't care about people calling me fat, and people like be like, oh, you fat, you ugly, you this, you that. No. I just don't believe you. Can't tell me that, okay? Because even when I was bigger than this, I had gained but I had gained like so much weight within like 3 months. Like, my weight was fluctuating real bad, bruh. My mind didn't even have time to catch up with the fact that I was big now. Like, at that point, I'm like, damn. So people was talking about oh, I love your confidence. I'm confused. They was saying when I was skinnier too, and I thought I was faking my confidence. I was like, I don't know, you gotta fake it till you make it, because I thought I was faking my confidence because I had real bad anxiety and stuff like that. Y'all, I'm sorry if I'm going off topic, because I get sidetracked. Hey, it is what it is, but I feel like it's relevant. I thought I was faking my confidence for a long time because I had anxiety. So I'm like, well, if I got anxiety, I can't be confident, right? Because like, why am I so anxious and stuff like that? But I realized that does not go hand in hand, because I was very confident. I only was anxious like when I felt like when I was socializing, but other than that, baby, I was but I never realized I was as confident as I am. That's just like with the other stuff people struggle with and stuff like that. That's not something I really struggle with. So I had like a aunt, that same aunt who started arguing with me that night because of how I handle a situation appropriately, like an adult, like a real motherfucker. I think when my cousin kept saying, dang, that was some real shit, but he was so impressed. I'm like, damn, cause this probably his first time, being around a real motherfucker, a real woman who don't do the most, a woman who don't do the most and gotta do the most of whatever. That shit must have triggered her. She started, no! Y'all wait, cause now I'm thinking back on it. Y'all should have been there, cause that's how it was like a record scratch. Like, what? He was like, damn, that was some real shit. No! Whoa. Babes. You might need another drink. You're taking it too far. You might need another drink, boo. Cause what the fuck? No. Huh? So I'm trying to teach her a lesson. And I'm like, wait a second, I handled the situation well, so whatever. So she wasn't used to me arguing back with her. So at that point, it was a lot of other stuff going on. Shit, I started arguing. I'm like, hold up. Let me speak over myself, because it's time to really say something, because y'all ain't finna keep playing on me. Like, when you're around, family and stuff who's being like very passive aggressive and malicious behind your back and abusive and stuff like that, you kind of get so used to it to the point where you don't even realize when that shit happening. But then once you snap out of it, you start realizing, you're like, hold up, why everybody keep texting my phone or talking to me with their unsolicited opinion that I didn't ask for your fucking opinion, so why am I getting everybody's unsolicited opinion? Like, why is everybody instead of texting my phone talking about my beliefs and stuff like X, Y, and Z? Like, why everybody keep telling, like, I had a best friend, why are you texting me about a dude I'm messing with? Like, that ain't got nothing to do with you, to be honest. Like, huh? So I'm like, everybody kept hitting me up or in my face trying to tell me what I need to do, how I should have handled some shit, and I'm handling the shit very well, like I've been doing since a little girl. So I don't understand when people, so I'm like, I'm the one who going through these lessons, I'm getting through them, they for me, these lessons are for me, these mistakes I made are for me to figure out and learn from it and stuff like this. So I'm confused by everybody instead of giving me their opinion about me and my life and what I need to do, and telling me what I need to do. And what I need to do, huh? Need to do? No, you don't do that. And it just gets to a point where that's also why I'm talking about, like, that plays a part in like being dominant and being assertive and stuff like that. And what? Okay, I want to go, because I'm gonna keep getting sidetracked. I want to get into the point where I say, what makes you a man or a woman is your spirit. Okay. Yes, we are in, specific genders while we're here on this earth, okay? But we are spirits first and foremost. I feel like energy is very fluid. You have masculine and feminine energies, okay? Because in a past life, you could have very well been, if you're a woman now, you could have been a man in the past life. If you're a man now, you could have been a woman in the past life. Shit, in the past life, you probably could have been a fucking animal. You could have been a male or a female. Like, shit, in the past life, you could have had pretty much both parts. So you could have been considered both genders. You feel me? Like, it's just like, so basically, is that non-binary? Or is it bi-binary? Or is it just binary? Hold up. Okay, see, I'm finna get off track again. See, this is why I don't know where I be going, but anyways, yeah. So when it comes to the energy you possess, that makes you a man or woman. Because I feel like if people could not see my gender, certain aspects about my spirit and stuff like that, you would think I was a woman, and then other aspects you would think I was a man, and honestly you wouldn't be able to actually fucking tell. You'd be like, well damn, I'm getting this feminine energy and this masculine, like I'm confused. So I feel like whatever energy I was more in at that moment is what would let you know. But like, say if somebody was to take my spirit and put it in a man's vessel, I would still be considered a real nigga. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. And don't worry about my movements and stuff like X, Y, and Z. I'm talking about my characteristics, okay? The respect I show to myself and how I show it to others. The way I can assert a dominance without being loud and extra. The way I take initiative with a lot of stuff. The way if a problem is headed my way in my own personal life, I can take it, I can face it head on. The way that I face my karma and I face the consequences of my actions. The way I see, you know, it will be my characteristics that will be like, oh, if dudes or women didn't know, they'd be like, dang, that's a real stand-up dude right there. And the whole time, it's my spirit in a man's vessel. You feel me? You wouldn't be able to tell the difference, because what makes a man or a woman are your characteristics. You feel me? Your morals. You feel me? You know, how you treat yourself, how you treat others, your mindset. Like, yo, it's just a lot of, like, that really plays a big part. For real, for real. Your spirit plays a very big part, because you can take some of these male spirits and put it in a woman, and honestly, with how misogynistic these men are, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's a real bitch, like that motherfucker so bitchy, so catty, and the whole time it's that man spirit in their body. Mind you, men act like that on a regular. Men act very not all men, I'm talking about the ones I'm talking about, whatever. If you don't do this and it doesn't resonate with you, so shut up. So these men, they'll be, say if you reject them, they get crazy. Now they want to be disrespectful. Oh, F you, F fat bitch, I didn't want you anyway. When men get mad, they get to busting holes and wild. They get to they want to beat on a woman who confronted them about them messing over them, and a whole bunch of stuff. And that is very emotional, which they say women are, but men are, these masculine energies are very, 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 very emotional. Okay? And just how it's going today, a lot of women are taking the initiative, even though they're in their feminine energy. And I also want to talk about feminine and masculine energy in a way that I don't understand why assertiveness and dominance is associated with masculine energies, when I see a lot of women taking the initiative with a lot of things. Like they say, you could take a house, but a woman makes it a home. That takes a lot of you know, initiative and assertiveness, and taking the lead in certain aspects to make a house a home. You bringing that nurturing aspect to it. And to nurture something, you have to be assertive, you have to be dominant, you have to, you know, take the initiative and stuff like that. You have to be pretty much, you gotta be the end all be all to be nurturing. Say if someone hurt, to take care of someone when they're sick, like they say women are so motherly and nurturing, you have to nurse this person back to health. You have to take charge, you have to take initiative, you have to be assertive, you have to be dominant. To raise kids, you have to be dominant. Like they wanted women to raise the kids. Okay, you have to assert dominance, but you have to know how to do it in a way where it's not going to traumatize your child. So that's when you have to have that quiet dominance. Like what comes to play, you give them their look, they know to sit down. You raise their voice a look, like you put some bass in their voice, hey, chill out. They sit down. You talk to them, look, you X, Y, Z. Like you have to know how to have that quiet dominance, that you know what I'm saying? It just plays a big role in it. And I really don't understand why they say a masculine energy is like the ones who are dominant and, you know, assertive and stuff like that, when I feel like it's both energies. A lot of the time, honestly, feminine and masculine energy, I feel like they coincide with each other. It's like a duality balance. Like it's the same end of the it's what you call it, the same end of the spectrum, whatever the fuck you say that shit, however the fuck you say that. Excuse me. It's two ends of the same stick, basically. Just feminine on this side, masculine on this side, but it's still the same stick at the end of the fucking day. You feel me? And that's my personal opinion though, because in your feminine energy, to be nurturing and stuff like that, you still have to be dominant and assertive and take initiative, just like to be in your masculine energy when you working and stuff like that. Honestly, when you're taking care of children, you are working. Okay, that is a job. When you know, these men working these blue collar jobs like that, they're still working in assertive dominance and taking initiative. When you go apply for a job, you know what I'm saying, you go, that's taking initiative. When you go into the interview, you know what I'm saying, that's like, come on, like all of that, just the feminine and masculine energy coincides. So I feel like it's not about your gender that makes you a man or woman. Once again, I just feel like it's, you know, the characteristics of your spirit, your morals, you know, how you navigate shit like X, Y, and Z. Because honestly, even with some of these men and women, if you take away their gender, you take away the age, you wouldn't even be able to tell their age, to be honest, because of how ignorant they act with certain things. Like, say if a man or woman don't get their way, because I've seen women do it too, when they don't get their way, they throw temper tantrums, and you like, or they go out their way to be very petty, and like, it's just crazy. And you like, if you didn't know their age, you would think that they were a child, because you like, that's very childlike. It's like just very immature. Like, there's a child like not having their way and just going ballistic. You feel me? So once again, like, your spirit, your character, and how you navigate stuff, and your morals, stuff like that, that determines whether you are, you know, a certain type of spirit. That determines if you are a real stand-up man or a real stand-up woman. Because once you leave out these physical bodies, you are that spirit still. So are you a, you know, real stand-up, you a real spirit, or you not? I'm a real spirit. I'm a real nigga. I'm a real spirit, baby. What she was talking about, huh? The realest, the biggest, the trillest. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. Look, if you don't agree or you have something else you want to add, hey, let me know. Because look, I love somebody who challenged my mind as well. I like somebody who can keep up with my opinions and have, you know, because I have multiple viewpoints on the same topic. Like, it does not matter. Like, I can look at things from different point of views and stuff like this. So yeah. I wish I had a little editing thing. I want to edit my videos so bad. Man, welcome back to May I Take Your Coat. I want to I'm gonna keep it to myself. Cause I was about to say that. I'm like, somebody gonna try to take that idea down. What shit my auntie did? No, girl. Girl, calm down. It's not that serious. What? She heard real. She couldn't understand it. She couldn't feel. I was like, wait, I ain't trying to joke nobody, but damn, she heard really could not fathom that shit, because she ain't never been into her. I know she was like, oh, real? I know. Then hearing that about me, like, people hate to hear people compliment me in some way. So, real? Hell no. That bitch ain't real. How you gonna say that? How you know? How you know? How you know? You don't know. You know what I mean? But yeah. Also, what I wanted to get into, because I was talking about this the other day, but I kept getting interrupted. I'm like, monitoring spirit. I'm like, they do not want me to get this out. Like, ever since I started back making videos again, here they come. Here they come. Oh, let me go look up and see what she doing. Let me go ahead and get my tail up. Go ahead and see what this girl doing. You never know what she might say. Exactly. But when it comes to defense, first of all, also, when it comes to, I think I already spoke on it, so I'm gonna be quiet. But if you have a certain opinion on something, you feel like somebody shouldn't be doing something, you just need to make sure it applies to you and you only. If you feel like, oh, you shouldn't have tattoos and piercings and stuff like that, you make sure you don't do it. Your opinion should go as far as you like, especially when you feel like what somebody should and shouldn't do. It should not go past you. Like, oh, I feel like listen to rap music is wrong. Make sure you don't listen to rap music. Make sure if you don't like piercings and tattoos you think it's wrong, make sure you don't have piercings and tattoos. We know my stance on it. We know my stance. Look, love it. I feel like your body, this is a vessel you're going to reside in for the rest of the time that you are here on this earth in this life. I feel like if you want to, you know, decorate your canvas, then you can. Your body is a temple. Your body is art. It's basically like this is the muse. This is the canvas right here. If you want to get piercings and tattoos, change your hair color.